Welcome to my channel, the Branchiopod Lab. In today's video, we are on an exciting journey to South Texas, which has recently experienced record rainfall. A week has passed since the downpour, and that makes it an ideal time to search for Branchiopods. My primary focus for this trip is to locate an endemic species known as the acacia fairy shrimp, scientifically referred as Dendrocephalus acaciodea. This fascinating species hasn't been spotted in quite some time, and I'm hoping to be the one to find it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with South Texas, it's worth noting that this region can be extremely dry, with water sources often scarce. Consequently, the window of time for brachiopods to emerge after a rainstorm is quite brief. Ponds here typically last only 2 to 3 weeks, so the timing is everything when searching for these incredible creatures. On the way, I stumbled upon another interesting opportunity to highlight a remarkable species that is exclusively found in Texas, particularly in Kennedy County. This area is characterized by its unique geographical features, including sandy substrates and higher salinity levels. As a result, many of the plants in these ephemeral wetlands, as well as the fairy shrimp that inhabit them, have developed a greater tolerance for these salty conditions. While walking along the roadside, I came across a water-filled ditch that seemed promising. This ditch appeared to host the endemic fairy shrimp that I was on the lookout for, known as the Mattox fairy shrimp or the crenate thumb fairy shrimp. It is scientifically classified as Streptocephalus mattoxi. This particular species is restricted to South Texas and thrives in saline playas, which are shallow seasonal pools. Surprisingly, this species has only been recorded in a handful of these pools. To my delight, I examined the roadside ditch and I observed thousands of this fairy shrimp. It's important to note that the Mattox fairy shrimp is critically imperiled, as it is known from a very few habitats, many of which are situated on private land or within the public right-of-ways. Belonging to the genus Streptocephalus, commonly referred as the ram's horn fairy shrimp, this species displays some unique behaviors. Most fairy shrimp in this family are stationary swimmers, but Streptocephalus mattoxi defies that norm. These shrimp swim actively and sporadically in forward motions, rarely remaining in one spot. Interestingly, this is one of the only species I've observed to exhibit swarm-like behavior, reminiscent of schooling fish. So take a moment to appreciate their beauty. As I continued my journey further south, I reached a flooded cornfield. This area likely served as a playa before human development and still floods annually during significant rainstorms. Upon inspecting the soil, I quickly identified an abundance of clam shrimp, an excellent sign. The water in this area is notably murky, but I was eager to investigate. Using my dip net, I began sampling the water, and within a few swipes, I confirmed the presence of several species, including tadpole shrimp, fairy shrimp, and clam shrimp. Among the fairy shrimp, I encountered the Greater Plains fairy shrimp, scientifically classified as Streptocephalus texanus, and other species like Triops longicaudatus and clam shrimp belonging to the genus Eulimnadia. The coloration of these fairy shrimp is particularly intriguing and can be influenced by various factors, such as tannins are released from the substrate into the water. As a result, their transparent bodies often exhibit hues of reds, blues, and greens. But here are some clips of the species swimming, so enjoy the mesmerizing sight. Although this video provides a brief glimpse into Branchiopods in South Texas, I hope you enjoyed learning about these unique creatures. Unfortunately, I was unable to locate the acacia fairy shrimp during this trip. I might have to make another attempt during the hurricane season if conditions allow for flooding in their habitat. If you enjoyed this content, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm constantly working on new content and I appreciate your patience as I continue to bring you more exciting discoveries. So thank you for joining me on this adventure and stay tuned for more.